Okay, we're going to do a two-part video. Part one is going to be moving around the drum kit in a uniform fashion where both sticks are not necessarily on the same drum, but they're playing the same rhythm. And then in part two, we're going to break the rhythm up a little bit between the hands and the feet. So for the first one, it's just going to be all hands, but we still want to set some time with the bass and hi-hat. So we'll start with eighth notes, for example. Now, when I did the left hand moving around the toms, when I took some lessons with Steve Smith, he called that the tag-along, which makes perfect sense. So you can start doing eighth notes on the snare, and when you move, your left hand will slowly move in behind it, okay? So something like this. And of course you can do the opposite, going the other way. So that's a very simple eighth notes, and then we've got triplets. Tag along. Okay, 16th notes. Okay, so those are the basic fundamentals of it. Not extremely musical, but it is the fundamentals so that you can get into more interesting phrasing, such as even adding a quarter note phrase to create musicality, and I'll demonstrate what I mean. Basically, I'm adding some accents. Now, what's interesting is you can shift the accents between the hands. They don't have to be identical. So I'm playing steady stream, 16ths. Accenting with the left hand. And then the opposite. Okay, so we've got some cool ideas there. Now, I'm just going to break it down a little bit. One of the ideas is 1 EN, 2 EN, right? That's one, and then we've got the opposite. E-enda, E-enda, and the time bass and hi-hat are laying down the one. Okay? Idea there. You can also add 16th note triplets. So I'm going 1 to the and to the 2 to the and to the 3 to the and to the 4 to the and to the. That's my way of counting 16th note triplets. Now, here's another interesting thing that I like to do. I learned a lot of this, this phrasing here that I'm talking about from Steve Smith. And of course I learned the way that Steve showed me how to play it, but then I took it up a level from what I learned, and I double timed the hat.
Back to regular time on the hat.
Tony Williams there at the end. All right, so you can double time. Or, of course, regular time. All right, so that's part one. I hope you liked it. Take care. See ya.